Rush and Denia Gaming, you can visit Denia Gaming at www.deniagames.co.id. It's a fantastic website in Southeast Asia region where you can get games for your phone and stuff, and I fully recommend getting that. So as you see, we saw Samuel ban on the side of Elite 8 and a Lyra ban on the side of Exorcists. What do you think about this?
Ooh, I think it's Samuel ban here. I've seen Samuel being really powerful in C, and the hands are really good heroes. We've seen Samuel winning in quite a lot of games yesterday and today. I guess they probably target banning someone from Excorcists, but I'm not really too sure. In return, Excorcists, you banned the Lyra. It can go two ways here. Oh, Lance pick. Okay, that's. I think that's a mistake in terms of drafting here from the side of Excorcists. But we just have to see how it goes out.
I would like to see a Fortress come out on the side of Exorcists. Maybe they won't pick it now as we see Black Feather ban, but it could definitely throw off Elite 8. Surely they would have seen the past couple of matches. The match where we saw the Jungle Fortress work out very, very well, especially in late game. And he does counter Dagio quite well. What do you think will be the second ban on the side of Elite 8?
If I were them, I would either ban Taka, which I agree that is known to be well played on, although he has had some 50-50, some good matches, some bad matches, but we can see it's definitely a comfort pick on him though.
Yeah.
Either that or ban the Fortress, because Fortress OP. Fortress OP. We've seen Fortress play 2 games today, and he won. So.
Or it could be a Koshka ban.
Or it could be a Koshka ban. Yeah, Koshka is really early game. We see how powerful, so much damage on Koshka. Oh, still gushing about that one.
It's an Oza ban. You know what? I swear I genuinely had a feeling it was going to be that kind of ban. I get it because... Yeah, I slightly get it because Black Feather is quite sustainable and that was banned. So by banning an Ozo, that's also quite sustainable. But I get that logic.
You have an Adagio on your team. You don't just ban Ozo.
I know. You know. But
we're gonna cry.
They kind of don't know at the moment.
Maybe they have some kind of plan down the road. Maybe they're thinking of playing like Joe Koshka or I don't know, Kestrel.
Yeah, because surely they would have seen. Like, I don't get why they wouldn't necessarily have banned Ozos if they're planning on picking Koshka, because they saw how much domination Koshka showed against the Ozo, especially early game. Those 4 levels up, that was amazing. Anyway, I'm still gushing about that game. So, look, Exorcists are kind of eating into their bonus time. They have less than a minute left on that. As they pick a duel, I think that's a solid pick. What about yourself?
Yes, I agree. Joe here is also quite flex. You can put her in the lane, you can put her in the jungle. So it doesn't really give too much information to Elite 8 over here. So yeah, proof.
No, it's nice to see a kind of solid, a solid pick on the side of Exorcists, which Lance is also. I know they kind of made the mistake of banning Lyra, but it's still 2 solid hero picks that they've picked, and they banned the Black Feather, which is, in my opinion, a pretty decent hero to ban. I'm kind of thinking Elite 8 could do well with picking a Kestrel, which is part of the reason why they might have banned an Ozo. If you pick a Kestrel that can go with the Dagio, that CP, give that great amount of poke and damage that a Kestrel can do, it could well counter the Duel and the Lance.
It is very interesting thought you have there, because you can have a double poke comp. Okay, it's still possible with Baron, although you have seen early game dictate most of this stuff. It's still kind of sketchy, but it's still possible. They can go with a double poke comp here, as you said, with Kestrel, because both of them are pretty decent ranged heroes here, and when you're fighting against a Lance and a Jewel, Baron can jump on the Jiffy. with his jump jets. Kestrel never gets caught, or at least a good Kestrel never gets caught. They can do that as well, or they might pick a Koshka here to try and catapult themselves into the late game with Baron. We've seen Baron and Koshka and Adagio as a good composition. And when ooh, hey,
yeah, you know what? Yep. I'm fine now. But no. In fairness, you absolute solid prediction as far as Koshka. I am a little bit worried because as aggressive and as good Koshka is early game, he needs that solid. She needs that solid support mid to late game, and. Yeah, okay, Adagio, it's a healer support. It's the only healer support on the fold for this match. But Baron will need a lot of protection also.
I think the strategy that they're thinking of going to this game is that they see a Joe. Joe is a really strong early game character. They're trying to match early game aggression, like tit for tat for Koshka for Joe, but at the same time, give them an option in the later game, because once Baron scales up on that, so they're trying to use Koshka and Adagio to just push Baron to literally carry him into the late game. And there we have Taka, comfort pick on I Angry You Die.
And I'm very worried about Baron in this game. And this is another thing, is that surely Elite 8 would have thought that if they weren't going to ban Taka, if they were going to try and get Koshka, that surely they should have known that Exorcists were going to pick up Taka. And if you're going to let them pick up Taka, which is totally fine, because look, Taka is amazing and powerful, but he is counterable, that you're not going to let the Taka go into a Baron. Because it's not like you have a support hero like Lance, Calf, even Lyra with the Bulwark, that can stop Taka from jumping on your carry. Adagio gives nothing like that other than a heal. I worry very much for Baron into this kind of 4-minute mark, 5-minute mark when I Angry You Die, especially when he gets Exretsu. What do you think yourself, E?
I think you're right here. Baron is just it's a understandable reasoning, but I think it's a awkward composition here because you have a triple dive melee composition. They're just gonna try and get themselves on top of Baron, get past the Koshka, and go in. But if you play something interesting like someone who's really fast, like Vox, who can dodge Joe's jump, Gwen, who can use her skedaddle to get out of the way, Idris even to dodge out, or even, I don't know, Glaive or Kestrel, just someone more mobile than Baron. I think that would be a idea. Or heck, even Ringo would have been better because he's so early game. They can just snowball this in the early game.
I know. That's one thing I'm thinking myself. Either that or what, as they don't seem to be doing at the moment anyway. And even though it's Koshka's good early game in aggression wise, I would have thought maybe as a to try and counter is to have hyper farmed Hunyagers on the Baron, to take him into jungle in the first couple of minutes with the Koshka, let him hyper farm and get all the gold and get his abilities up as quickly as possible. But now it doesn't seem like they're doing that, as we see the 3 of Elite 8 go into Lance. But Clue was kind of overextended a little bit. This is good by Elite 8 so far, as we see the Taka is coming up to try and help support. Officialheim is doing pretty well. It's going to be a battle of the junglers somewhat in this match, as we see Officialheim is rooted by Kahlua. I Angry You Die does jump on and take out the Koshka. Anime Save Me is going to try and follow I Angry You Die, but that leaves Hunyagers exposed, and I think that was a bad idea by Anime Save Me. He should have stayed with Hunyagers. Now Hunyagers is down on farm. already, and he's gonna feel the pressure. What do you think about that little engagement and kill size on the side of both teams there, Fee?
Yeah, when you're going against like someone as slippery as Taka, who has this Kaku to just, hide in the box, run away, Anime Save Me should have just stayed in lane, especially because Hon Yeagers is the carry of the game. He's not just a carry, he is the person you have to carry to the late game. You can't just leave him out alone against two early game damaging heroes, Baby and Kahlua on Joe and Lance here. I think it was just kind of a mistake for them. He probably thought because Angry that was kind of low, he didn't want Angry to, just get away scot-free after killing.
Yeah, but that's what Attacker does. That's what I Angry You Die does. He causes that distraction. And as a whether it's support or carry hero, but especially support, you can't let yourself get too distracted by that unless you're guaranteed to get a kill, whether with you or your teammates. That was great play by Official Hind to move out of the way of the rocket leap and to get that kill on Lance. As you see, I Angry You Die jumping in. Not a great kill on Official Hind on the duel, goes in from the back, but the Adagio does go down. Hunyager is gonna, I would imagine, port back. That was solid. They got their third down over halfway. It's 3 kills each on each side. Very little goal difference, but so far Elite 8 are, from an objective point of view, they are winning this game. What do you think about this early game so far?
Definitely, they are using Koshka to teleport themselves. It's a really good aggression from them. Yeah. So that they can just keep. Looking at the goal lead, there's not really much difference here. It's just 1k. It's just really little. And Honeygoose is just loading up more and more. I mean, the more time Honeygoose has to farm, the higher chances that Elite 8 is gonna win in the late game.
Exactly.
And there we have a little bit of fight there. I agree that picking off Official Highness, he just goes a little bit too deep into the jungle. Jaeger's probably trying to come in and save the day, but no, he's just too slow. Being Baron, heavy, large armor, basically a mobile target. Moving target.
No, like Official Hind was trying to do what he did before, but as can happen, he just got caught out quite easily. We see both the Baron. I love the way the Baron followed into the jungle to try and help with that farm so he can get that gold. I also like that Hun Jaegers has got a little bit of cooldown in his build so far, so he does have those abilities up, the jump jets up kind of somewhat earlier, or he at least he has the crystal to have the jump jets up earlier, and that's really clever by them. I love the little bit of vision out by Kahlua, but is this an engagement on the side of Official 8, or are they just going to back off it?
It looks like they're going to back off now. Honeygoose now has the time to shove. He's going to get a Sorrow Blade, so he's just way more powerful. The moment he builds his breaking point, they have such a huge advantage over Excorcists now. Excorcists on the time limit now. They need to really aggress. And talking about aggression, Taka Angry You Die just going in on the Kosha, dealing half her health. He looks like he's gonna go in again, but no, instead they just let the candy minion wave go to waste, I guess. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, it was good by I Angry You Die, but he's also got to remember that Official Hind has Adagio by his side.
Talking about Official Hind getting Adagio by his side. He just gets caught out alone trying to go on Baby, no Adagio, Anime Save Me is just not there.
Like, I do like the game Official Hind is somewhat playing, because he's causing a distraction and allowing Hun Jaegers and Anime Save Me to push lane, and again he took more of a chunk on the turret there, so that's positive. But I can't help but feel that when you compare Koshka and Taka ramps up so much better mid to late game than Koshka does. So it might be working now, but I think it's going to go, if they keep on going this way, Elite 8, and if Official Hein keeps on being maybe a bit too aggressive or in the wrong place at the wrong time, it's going to go against Elite 8.
I'm not really sure about Taka against Koshka in the late game though. Personally, I still think Koshka is a solid pick against Taka. But we will just have to see. It looks like Baby is just getting off Thunder Strikes, poking the enemy. Official Hein just, when he gets hit by a Thunder Strike, just chopped off. No defense from the side of Official Hein except light armor. And there we go, I agree you die jumping in on the Adagio of all people. Probably mistaken Adagio, misclicked on him instead of Honey Eagles because they were so close. Official Hein thinking of getting something. Kalua missed Impale. Looks like they have... Oh god, Official Hein going in again. Takes so much damage. The Mortal Wound. The X-Red from Taka. Kalua going in, Baby in there. Oh, just the fight is so messy. Everyone is all over the place. A nice stun from Adagio into Kalua. Ion Cannon from Baron finishing it off. And there he goes. Elite 8 taking the win out of this trade.
Yeah, it was overall definitely better play on the side of Elite 8. I would say Official Hein, again, he's just taken too much damage. He's kind of going in, but overall in the wrong times, whereas I Angry You Die is being a bit more calculated. But at the end of the day, hey look, I love the fact that Anime Saved Me stuck by Hun Jaegers, stayed with him, didn't let himself get distracted by the Koshka, let the Koshka do his own thing. If Official Hein died, Official Hein died. At the end of the day, they focus on getting the double kill and doing damage on that turret and taking out. So that was real good play overall on the side of Elite 8. I would just like to see a bit more calculated play from Official Hein.
And there you have it. Started off with Kalua being caught out there by the minion mine, Koshka jumping in, but then we have Baby in the thick of the fight getting melted by Koshka. Taka trying to X-Retsu out there. I agree with that. Playing comfortable, using his X-Retsu to get the kill after the Kaku heal. And ooh, that was just Kalua. I have no idea whether that was just a bait, a plant bait, or I agree with that. Just being confident on that Taka.
I think it's overall I Angry You Die being a bit, I wouldn't say more confident, just a bit more composed on the Taka. Official Hein is like he's playing the Koshka very well, but he's playing the Koshka like trying to play like Impunity was, but without the actual push that Impunity had, you know. So it's just not working out for him, and it's a little bit like he's on a different wavelength to the rest of his team. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but when it comes to a full-on 3-on-3 fight engagement, it's kind of, I think as the game goes on, it might go against them.
Yeah, it looks like they were thinking of getting the mine here. Yeah, probably using the mine as a bait to get Excorcists out in the open. There he goes, the flare all around Baby going in, but that's a try. Taka, angry that X-Retsu is follow up by Baby with a stun of Iron Cannon landing in with a porcupine motor damage to boot. Angry that jumping on Hanyagers, Joel killing Koshka on Official Hein on Koshka. Nice stun from Anime Save Me, try and get the miner to the rescue, and that caused the death from the side from Baby.
Yeah, that was a fantastic first judgment by Anime Save Me. In that fight, we had a great ion cannon by Hunyagers. Again, Official Hein, I can't help but think he's just taking too much damage. I do think Hunyagers, though, when he saw the Taka go at him, he jump jetted away from Anime Save Me. So Anime Save Me couldn't heal him as quickly as possible. Got himself slightly out of position. It meant they had to reposition in accordance to the Baron, which is going to be slower. And it left them overall a bit more exposed, which is why I think they lost that team fight. The Iron Cannon and the Baron are starting to do more and more damage as we hit past the going into the 12-minute mark. It's still close though. Like there's only a K difference between the two teams. Fee, there's only two kill difference between the two teams. I do like the control Elite Eight seem to have in the jungle as they are moving up into the lane. But what do you think is kind of going to happen from now on as we jump in, as we're looking into the 15-minute mark and when the Kraken spawns, Fee?
I think Elite 8 is going to be looking for a fight pretty soon because we have Hunjagers on the level 10 infusion here. He has his 2 core items with a Breaking Point and the Sorrow Blade. Conscious infusion is just going to run out. And if they don't push this aggression soon and get something out of the 500 gold that Baron has spent, it's going to be all for naught.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, that kind of engagement ended up not being an engagement, and it's a little bit disappointing. Again, I do like that Hunjagers is following Official Hein. I mentioned that at the start of the match in trying to hyper farm Hunjagers, and that's really good to see because it means that he's going to be able to get a chance of getting, let's say, another infusion quicker. He's going to be able to get his 3rd damage item off a little bit quicker. I do wonder, as he seems to be building into Tyrant's Mono because the 3rd item, and he's got a Weapon Blade, I would like to see a bit more defense coming out of Hunjagers as you see a bit of a fight engagement going on, Fee.
Nah, it's just a little bit of scrapping between the two. Maybe if argue Giants is going, not worth the picking. I'm just gonna wait for the infusion to run out and then go get the farm. But they should really push now if Anime Save Me getting an infusion as well. And there they go, well into the fight. Taga and argue that baby zooming in on the Hunjagers. He's low in the model whip, but Official Heinz saving him with the Yummy Catnip Frenzy. Oh, argue that catching him out because Hunjagers just stayed around the fight for too long. And there we go. There.
See, Anime Save Me got away. Well, I wouldn't say Hunjagers got away from Anime Save Me. It's that Anime Save Me followed the Koshka. He shouldn't be following the Koshka. He should be staying by the Baron because Hunjagers is gonna start doing more and more damage. If he stays by the Baron, make sure the Baron is as healed as possible. I think they have a better chance of winning a team fight. Whereas if you follow the Koshka doesn't have enough defense. He's not really doing enough to either the Lance or the Jewel. And overall it's leaving Hunjagers exposed to attacker who's able to just jump on him.
Yeah, I think it's also partly on the side of Official Hein here. Hein is building more on the side of an early game build, whereas it's already in the late game. I mean, the mid to late game. He should have built a Aftershock, in my opinion, instead of a Shatterglass, just for the cooldown, and so that he has enough sustain to stay alive throughout the fight, and cause enough of a distraction to just jump in, get out, jump in, get out again, in and out, until she builds enough stacks, and then they finally commit to the fight, and Koshka will just wreck with a distraction.
Yeah.
If they manage to kill Hunjagers, Hein will delete them with full book and missteps.
Yeah, as we see, Exorcists are kind of looking to see if they can get this Kraken early. I think it was a bad idea for Clue to throw out.
That was so close. I thought Hunjagers is gonna get the Kraken here. Looks like they have to commit into the fight. And once again, argue that focusing in onto Baron here, they really know that they need to take out Baron before it's too late. Official Hein trying to distract them a little, but the Kraken is on its way. They have bought enough time. Exorcists in the lead.
I would like to have seen also I thought Hunjagers would have built something like a Slumber and Husk as well to cope against the burst on the Taka, but look, we see this Kraken going down because that X-Retsu is dealing so much mortal wound that it's taking out so much damage on the side of Elite 8. But this Kraken is going down fairly early. It seems like they will only get down to a great big red button on the side of Exorcist. The Kraken is going to go down, so look, Exorcist, they took the chance, they took the slight advantage of the lack of vision on the side of Elite 8. They got the Kraken and they got third out of it. It wasn't much, but what does that say about the psychology of Exorcist and how that kind of leads on to the rest of the match fee?
I think Exorcists, they really need to push in that aggression here. They're having the lead, they need to take advantage, take the opportunity, strike while the iron is hot, and just go in. And talking about striking while the iron is hot, it looks like they've seen the other team, but they're just backing away, maybe unable to catch anyone. Fight! Guys, fight! Fight! We want blood, fight, entertainment, death! Stop, fight!
I love the way we said that at the same time. Like, look, it's a 17-minute match, and that's by no means a long match by anyone's standards. I just think we came off, not to mention it too much, but we came off two matches that came to a total of 80 minutes. So we're looking at this going, one match, 70 minutes. Come on, guys. But look, both teams still have it all to play for. They both got a third or two each, so to speak. I would think that Exorcist as an engagement is going on fee. It's a lovely impale on the side of Clue as he stuns the Anime Save Me, but the I Angry You Die jumps on and takes good damage, but he also does get a lot of, and that fountain comes out on the side of Clue, but Clue is going down. I Angry You Die is dead on the side of Baron. Baron doing great damage now as Clue goes down to double kill on the side of Baron. Baby is exposed, and that fountain comes out. Official Iron is nearly dead, but that means that Hunjagers was able to get a triple kill and an ace. This is what we wanted to see, Fee. This is the damage that we knew would come out on the side of Baron and Elite 8. That was a great fight and an ace on the side of him, and they're going to take the Kraken. As we see, Baron is going to push, try and get one or two turrets before the Kraken comes up, but he's going to have to be careful because I Angry You Die is coming back right now. He is slow and he does heed the advice that he does see in front of him and is going to head towards Kraken, and it seems like it's going to be a great Kraken on the side of Elite 8. This is an interesting match, Fee. Very interesting.
If you saw the earlier fight, you can basically what happened was that the fight was so prolonged that they basically just Koshka and Baron just stacked up. Hunjagers had 21 breaking point stacks there, and Koshka had 9 full broken mix stacks at the end of the fight. That was so much damage ramping up. This is the power of Baron.
Yeah, and you mentioned about one would prefer to have seen the aftershock on as we see this engage. We're gonna try and surprise Elite 8, but Jesus, that Jewel is being wrecked, and Jewel is down already on the side of Baron. It's great movement speed on the side of Baron, takes it down. Hunjagers is gonna get a double kill, another ace, and with the Kraken barely down on health, it seems like this is going to be game over after about 20 minutes. I thought that was a good idea by Exorcists to try and surprise Elite 8, but why do you think it didn't work out the way they wanted it to?
I think that was just kudos to Anime Save Me. Anime spotted them out quickly with a flare, and then it was kind of a bad decision for Exorcists. Okay, I guess they had no choice but to fight. Exorcists had no choice. They had to run into the fight to take them out in hopes of being able to ace them and get the Kraken earlier. But Anime Save Me saved them from the ambush, literally. That was
Anime Save Me, it was literally Save Me. Well, I was gonna draw on it before the last fight engagement happened, but yeah, you mentioned before about if you would have preferred to see an official Hein on the aftershock. I would have preferred to have seen I Angry You Die on the Shatter Glass instead of the aftershock. So it meant that he would have been able